Welcome back to Nintagious. I'm sitting here waiting for some uploads to finish, and I kind of didn't have much to do. So I decided to do a quick episode of 20 minutes till dawn. I don't know how much more of this game we're gonna do, because, like, I'm bad at it, so, I don't know how far I want to carry it. I guess I should try to, like, get a full build going here, and maybe that'll help me to actually get a win. I don't know. We'll see. I have a bunch of other roguelikes that I could get some time in with as well that we've done on the first 30. But for now, this was something that was pretty easy to jump into. I don't really have any other video series that I'm, like, actively working on at the moment. Mini Motorways was finished a while ago, but it's still, like, airing, so I don't want to start Mini Metro yet. And I don't really see... I'm still playing Diablo Immortal, but well, that was just idiotic. I don't feel the need to record more episodes of it. It seems kind of unnecessary. I'm basically just doing the daily grind in that now, so if I was really good at, like, getting banter ready and having stuff to talk about while I'm playing it, then maybe it would work. But as far as, like, the game itself goes, I wouldn't have anything to talk about, so... What sort of build do we want to go with? I don't even know. Let's go with electric. I feel like I actually don't pick up electric very often. But they're, so for, archival context, it's June 22nd right now. This is probably not going to air for a while yet, because I'm not going to air any of these until after the episode of the first 30 goes up. And that's probably not going to be for a couple of weeks yet, but we're coming up on GDQ week, and I'm going to take a little bit of time off for that. And I thought about starting some new video playthroughs during that, but I'm having a hard time deciding what to do. I think I'm just going to take the magnetism for now. And I guess that was kind of a pointless thing to bring up, because it's... I don't know if I want to just say, like, hey, here's the games I'm thinking about doing, because I'm always hesitant about being like, hey, maybe I should play Bayonetta, because then, like, people who are like, yes, I really want to see that, are gonna, like, get their hopes up, right? And then they're just gonna be like, man, when are you gonna play Bayonetta? You said you were gonna play Bayonetta. I don't want it to, like, come off as that I'm making a promise, you know what I mean? Even though it's, like, I had a moment, like, I think it was last week, where I realized, what does this one do? When lightning strikes an enemy, it's a chance to refill ammo. And that's just more lightning. And you can get both of these. I'm gonna take the fire rate. In theory, that means more lightning strikes, right? I had a moment, like, last week, 2 weeks ago, I don't remember. I think when I started streaming, there was very much a stigma about, like, hey, don't nag streamers about stuff you want them to play. And I think that's, like, still mostly true, but I think the issue is that I think maybe, and I might not be alone here, other people might have this problem too. I don't know. I'm not trying to say that you do, but I think I had a problem where I poked fun at, like, he play Fortnite to the point where when even a regular is like, hey, here's a game that I would really like to watch you play more of, or just play in general, that they don't feel comfortable saying it, because it's been such, like, a borderline a meme of, like, play Fortnite. When in reality, like, I want to hear that people are, like, excited for stuff like that. But I feel like they're discouraged from saying so because we low-key, like, demonized it there for a couple of years. I look back at the first couple of years of streaming and think that I made a lot of mistakes. I'd say we made a lot of mistakes. I think other people made these same mistakes, but I wouldn't necessarily, like... I'm not trying to make this a we need to change. I'm just making it a I need to do better. Let me, on that note, let me actually, like, pick a thing here, and, I'm gonna take the reload speed. So part of me is like, maybe I should just be more transparent about like, hey, here's a list of games I was thinking about playing someday. In a way to like gauge interest. I like that. Yeah, we're gonna take that one. I think it was also a thing where we were hesitant to. We didn't and don't want people to get their hopes up and be like, oh yeah, I'll play it someday, and then 3 years later is like, oh yeah, well we'll get there sooner or later. There's Pierce, which could be pretty good. Yeah, let's take the power. There's a bunch of, 2018 YouTube streaming stigmas that I look back on now, and I'm like, huh, we should have maybe not locked down on that so as hard as we did. But then there's other stuff like backseating that's like just as bad as it was then. So it's like, I almost feel like we weren't hard enough on that. Reload rate and max ammo. Yeah, I'm all about that. But I also think that there was a chance that, more than a chance, I think this was actually a reality, that some of these stigmas were so, like I said, demonized, that in my particular instance, that I may have just come off as a grouch about everything. Whereas, like, sometimes I was just kind of using it as a punchline of, like, oh yeah, can you believe those guys? Below half of max, increased piercing and knockback. Well, I would rather not get that low, but let's be real, I'm probably going to get that low. Piercing, max ammo, reload, like, that just is awesome. Why would I not take that? And like I said, I'm not trying to be like, motherfucker and reload. I'm not trying to be like, oh, we need to do better. Because let's be real. Everyone that was in that community like 4 years ago, I talked to like 2 of them now. So at this point, I guess like criticizing Mario Maker streamers is another thing that should maybe like be behind me, because it's kind of like, at this point, what does it fucking matter? I've probably unsubbed from all of them anyway, and they've probably unsubbed from me because I'm constantly criticizing their favorite game ever. So, you know. I think I'm gonna take HP. I guess what I'm getting at is that I think as a streamer, as a content creator in general, and this goes for like the art side of things too, it's very satisfying to see that someone likes something we made. And I think we may have created an environment where people didn't feel comfortable saying that they enjoy something because they were worried that they were going to come off as, like, as nagging us. Dawn Explosion. I think I'm going to take this with the hope that maybe I could get the regen. Shatter sounds really cool, but I don't know how good it actually is. Hold on, I'm focused. Beautiful. Let's take the lightning recharge. That seems like a pretty good plan. Yeah. Lightning recharge. I actually thought I had that already for some reason. I guess one thing I will say is, like, I do feel like I'm getting better at this game. I do think I'm still pretty bad at it, but I can... Remember when I couldn't even kill that boss? He would just run me over. So I've already come so far. Okay, well, summoning is ass. Bullet bounce, reduced bullet damage, and reduced max age. I could just choose to not take one. And I think I'm going to do that. Because I don't really want to sacrifice any... I don't want to sacrifice any of these things. Maybe that's stupid? I don't know. I haven't been playing the game long enough to know. Ooh, I don't really like any of these options. Fire and burn seems like it could be... So I like the concept of burn, but I also feel like it's maybe not good. Because every time I go with burn, it doesn't seem to go very well for me. I guess I could just take extra pickup range. That's not terrible. Lightning damage increased by 12, increased lightning area effect by 75%. That seems like the play. That moment when you thought you were just making a filler episode just to kill some time. Which, by the way, I love the fact that I have, like, editing and video creation in general to a point where I can say, hey, I have a free 30, 45 minutes, I should just record a video really quick. That feels good. But I'm also having that moment now where I'm like, oh shit, this is actually a decent run. I should probably, like, pay attention here. Damage and size. I don't know. The reduced fire rate has me hesitating. I think I'm gonna take Holy Shield. Let's get some survivability. Reloading. Oh my god. Okay, we're fine. There's enemies everywhere all of a sudden, and I hate it, but we're fine. I got to thinking that I should start recording some episodes of Vampire Survivors, too. It might be kind of weird because I'm, like, so far in the game right now. There's gonna be, like, no continuity. It's not like you'll pick up episode 1 and be, like, see the first moments of the game with me or anything like that. But also, like, I think I mentioned in, like, the last episode or 2 episodes ago that I did, like, a 6-hour session of Vampire Survivors one night and, like, finished up all the new achievements. That could have been, like, several episodes of content. Like, maybe I made a mistake. Oh, God. Reloading, you hate to see it. Increase reload rate and move speed while Holy Shield is active. Gain fire rate after picking up EXP. That seems good. Yeah, let's go with that. What I really need is, like, extra bullets or something. Yo, is that a hit point? You love to see it. Yum. I think that, was that the, every 1,000 kills they drop a heart heal, I think? I think it's the first time I've seen that trigger. When I say 1,000, I don't think it's actually leveled to a point where it's 1,000 kills yet. I think it's like 1,500 or maybe 1,400. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate everything. Okay, moving on. Piercing would be really good. That's something I would like. Ah, I was too focused on trying to kill the exploder, and I didn't even do it! I'm the worst. No. I think I've clenched this hard in, probably ever. Celeste. I want to say Celeste was probably the last time I clenched that hard. The game was pretty clenchy. Oh, I hate this. Yeah, this is bad. My damage output is just falling. Yeah, it's taking too long to kill anything, and therefore taking too long to get experience. There we go. I need something big at the moment, and I don't know what. I don't think bullet bounce is it. I think, honestly, the magic dagger might be it. I don't think exploding bullets is it. I think the magic dagger is it. It might be a stupid move, but... How does he not die, dude? They have so much health. Like, there's, like, no experience being left behind because nothing's dying. Tried to loop back to where experience would be laying, but nothing's dying, so there's no experience. You hate to see it. I'm panicking a little bit. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die. I'm amazed I didn't take damage there. First of all, die please. Well, that's convenient, I guess. Got my shield back. It's not gonna matter though, because I can't fucking kill anything. Yeah, I'm screwed. I don't know exactly what went wrong. I do know that it's not flashy enough. I know that much. Like, when I watch other people play, their runs are always, like, very flashy. There's just all sorts of shit going on. Maybe I should start taking more damage instead of more of this. So after shooting your last shot, deal damage to all nearby enemies. That's probably the one I want. I feel like close combat might be good. Well, no, because it's... Looking at those final minutes there, it's like... It would have been handy because everything was all over me, but ideally you probably don't want to ever get to that point. So planning around it is probably horrible. And Aftershock, if you get to that point, is probably going to knock them away from you. So I think that's maybe a better idea. I don't have enough. You hate to see it. Okay, hold on. I need beverage really quick. Apologies for the dead air for a second. If this was Vampire Survivors, I could just, you know, let it run while not touching anything. I guess that's another bad thing, is with the way I play Vampire Survivors, the last 10 minutes of every run is usually me just sitting there and not doing anything. So I'd have to be really good at cooking up stuff to talk about on the fly. Which sometimes I am, I think. Sometimes not so much. Kind of depends. I guess part of my issue sometimes is I question how interesting people are going to find what I'm talking about. For example, I've mentioned before that I decided to try HelloFresh at the beginning of the year. And I'm really glad I did. I'm from multiple perspectives. My wallet's not so happy, I guess, because it is, like, kind of expensive, but it's also saving money as far as, like, grocery bills go. And I'm ordering food in less often, which is also good. So I feel like, even from that perspective, it's pretty good. The food is good. I'm eating fuller and healthier meals, so I'm, like, not eating as much throughout the day. Let's go with double shot. I want to have a lot of bullets. How's that sound? Like, for example, I made, I don't even remember what I made on Saturday. There's some sort of pasta dish, I think. I don't even remember. That was basically the only thing I ate all day. Like, after I made it, I had, like, 2 helpings. And then, like, several hours later, I had the last helping. And that was the only thing I ate all day. I didn't snack at all. And today is pretty similar. I made a risotto last night, which, first of all, they are very complicated to make, and I had no idea. It was very involved. But it was very good. And I haven't eaten anything other than that. Like, I finished the last bit of it before I started doing this mini recording session. I just did the EX episode of Sonic Rush Adventure to finish up all the unfinished business we had there before I did this. And I might try to do a little bit more after this as well. I don't know yet. But, even when I grabbed the last helping of that, I wasn't, like, terribly hungry. I was kind of just eating because I was like, I should probably eat. But the big reason I brought this up was because I had no idea that risotto was so, like, complicated to make. I used to live with someone who did a lot of cooking. And they made risotto pretty often. I guess I was just never paying attention, because it was, like, standing over the stove for, like, 30 minutes. Like, tending to this thing. And I was like, this is something. Let's take the bullet damage. Yeah, it hasn't been terribly fast, but I think I've actually, like, been losing a little bit of weight as a result of... because I'm just not snacking as much. I have all these bags of goldfish crackers here, which are, like, calling to me. I'm like, oh, this looks so good. And they are good. But I'm also like, I'm not really hungry, though. I mean, if I go for this, I can get that max ammo, which is pretty cool. Yeah, let's go for that. I don't think I've really figured out, like, how to synergize in this game yet. I'm not sure why my character wasn't firing there. So hopefully I can get out of this without taking damage. Yeah, let's go with reload rate and max ammo. Okay, good. Thankfully the level up, like, pushes everything away from you. Yeah, I was, like, holding the left mouse button for, like, a full, like, 2 seconds, and nothing was happening, so that was strange. But yeah, I'm not yet able to, like, read the upgrades and be like... I have a bad memory with memory, I guess, where I'm looking and going, okay, what upgrades do I have? Like, what would synergize well with what I'm currently using? I don't even remember what I've taken so far. The double shot, the reload speed... I seem to recall that Fusillade is not great because of the fact that it reduces bullet damage by as much as it does. I'm gonna have to get something else that increases my bullet damage, like, immediately. Let's go with it. I think it's early enough that we can make this work. I've said before, though, as far as banter goes, I feel like games like this are easier to concoct banter for, because you can kind of just talk about, like, the upgrades and, like, what's going through your head. I'm not a big believer in Splinter. I think fire rate might be what I want here. I think I probably want to get Splinter eventually, just not right now. I'm actually kind of thinking bouncing bullets at the moment. Which, of course, they're not going to give them to me. Fire might not be terrible, because I'm hitting a lot of stuff. I'm gonna go with fire. It's like there's a lot of bullets flying. That's a lot of opportunities for burn. And if I actually do pick up exploding bullets, then, you know, every time something dies and explodes, that's more bullets that are putting things on fire. Increase fire rate and reload rate by 10% permanently every time you get hit. Well, I haven't gotten hit yet, so that's not terrible, because it means I'll be able to get the most out of it, but, we might want to take Big Shot to get our damage back. I think I'm going to take Pickup Range, though. I don't know if that's a mistake, but... I guess that's another thing, is I don't quite know. Like I said, I guess a lot of it with this game is I have a bad memory as far as skills go. So like when I lose a run, I'm like, well, I know that my damage was low, but I don't remember which skills I took that led me down that path. You know what I mean? I'm not liking that. I think HP is maybe the way we want to go here. Is Magic Lens, like, good? What else does this... I've never picked this up. Bullets that pass through Magic Lens will inflict a burn. Bullets that pass through your Magic Lens gain bounce. All the effects of your Magic Lens is doubled, and the size is halved. Isn't that bad? I get... I don't know. Let's try this. Fuck it. I think it'll be fun once we get burned, is kind of where my head's at. Or rather, yeah. Once we get the one that burns. And then get, like, increased burn damage and everything. Here I go on another burn run, which may or may not work. I say, I enjoy it. I liked the burn runs in One Step from Eden too. I mean, that just seems good. I don't necessarily want the fireball just yet. Let's take Gun Mastery. It just helps to get my damage back in line a little bit more, among other things. Nice. Tore him apart. Not summoning. Not movement speed. Increase burn damage, but reduce bullet damage. I'm not a fan. I don't really like any of these things. Part of me thinks, since I'm playing as Diamond, I have more HP than I know what to do with, so maybe I should just, like, take advantage of the fact that you have HP that you can sacrifice, right? I'm just not feeling very brave about that. I'd rather hang on to every bit of HP that I can. Sorry, I was hydrating. Definitely not Tome of Elements. And definitely not Tome of Summoning. So it's basically Tome of Speed or nothing. Nothing is an option. I'm gonna not take it. It is not an option. It's not my option. What the fuck's that even mean? I don't know. Wait. Burn damage, I think, is what we want here. Yeah. Something I don't like about the lens is I feel like it's accidental passive damage, because I'm not really paying attention to where the lens is to line it up. So it's just kind of like, oh, was it actually lined up with where I was shooting? That's just a happy accident then. Which is still like, it's still damage, right? But it's also, could I have gotten something better from that particular upgrade? Probably. Fire rate, ammo, bullet speed, that seems pretty good. I think that's the play, as a matter of fact. Do be mowing groups of enemies down. Feels better than last run. I think I probably want exploding bullets now, because each of those bullets can also... Shooting a bullet behind me also seems pretty good. I'm gonna go with Splinter. I wish this had a, excuse me. I wish this had a, damage breakdown like Vampire Survivors has. Look at all that damage flying around. I'd love to see it. I love how Vampire Survivors has that thing so you can see, like, you know, did this item actually do well for me? I think Big Shot is what we want here. Can I pick up a hit point when I'm already full? I guess we're just gonna save it until we take damage. I would assume that's not added to your max health. That would probably be way too good. Just have to not go too far away so that I can find my way back to it. For my next trick. That was a little nasty. Oh, yep, hate it. Igniting lens is probably what we want. No, I want the bounce. What an absolute hellstorm this is. Sucks for you guys. Holy hell. He's insane. I don't really want that, excuse me. I've had this tickle in my throat ever since I decided to turn OBS on tonight. Really annoying. Let's take movement speed. Holy crap, the level ups are coming so fast right now. Shoot a bullet behind me, I guess. That's just kind of accidental damage. Holy hell. Bullet damage and piercing. I like this plan. Yes. I feel so powerful. Not Frost. Gain extra bounce. That could be fun. I think I want the walk speed, so that I don't have to slow down as much when I'm shooting. Yeah, look at that shit. She's so fast. It's another hit point. Love to see it. Moment of truth can. Oh, I didn't mean to pick that up. These guys die pretty fast too. That you love to see it. I don't really like any of these. I guess Holy Shield would be fine. Or Lightning. Lightning's just kind of free damage. Yeah, and I'm firing pretty fast, so it's gonna be a lot of free damage. That'll be fine. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I've never had this much freedom to move at this point in the game. It's kind of beautiful. Usually I'm getting surrounded at this point. Oh god. That was a little uncomfortable for a second. Scared because boss. Bullets deal an additional 10 damage. Is that a lot? I don't know how much damage my bullets do, if I'm being honest. Is that enough to lose 1 HP for? I feel like not. I'm thinking extra bounce. I'm not sure what hit me there, if I'm being honest. This boss is chonky, though. He's just not going down. I don't know if I've ever killed this boss. I don't think I have. Here he goes. Bullet damage and bullet size every time you heal. Could be good. I might have another heal coming up soon. Maybe. I like being able to actually carve a path when I'm that surrounded is like really cool. Like usually I'm not able to do that. Usually I start getting that surrounded and I'm just like, I'm doomed. Oh god. Inopportune reload time. Ah. Starting to be too many things on screen. Also, stuff isn't dying, so that's another problem. Alright, pick up range, holy shield. Shooting when standing still is a thing I'm never gonna do, so you can go fuck yourself. Bullet speed and reduced spread? I don't really like that. Bullet damage after reloading. This is XP pick. Yeah, I guess we'll take this one. I don't love it. I'd like something a little bit more powerful at this point in the game. But what can you do, I guess? Focused. Apologies. Uh-oh. What the fuck is that? Okay, that's fair. You ass. Oh, I hate this. Oh, you animal. He needs to die immediately. What? Is this good? I can't tell. It seems bad, but on the other hand, I have a bunch of stuff that, like, triggers off of reloading. So is it actually good? I kind of need something clutch right now, and this seems kind of make or break. That it could either ruin my run or make it amazing. I'm not sure. I kind of think we gotta take the gambit. I mean, siege is not the way. Pickup range could be good. I think the extra burn is actually not helpful right now. I think we got enough of that going already. Holy Shield will protect me long enough to kill the boss, hopefully, which would be kind of nice. I think this is either going to be Pog out of this world, or it's going to end the run. We're gonna take a chance. No! God, that thing has a lot of health. Well, that's the furthest I've ever gotten. Because I've never even seen that boss before. My damage just wasn't enough. Which has me thinking that I want to... See, I don't know, I could have really used the survivability. I feel like this isn't that good. But I feel like the other options aren't good either. That's within vision range? I guess the vision range is bigger than I thought, and you can increase it. This one didn't seem that good to me. I wish I could get those points back, but what can you do? Oh, it still allows me to move on because I have 5 points total in the whole tree. I didn't know that's how it worked. It makes sense, though. I don't know why I didn't think it would be. Start the game with your HP at half of your max bullet damage and fire rate 5% per rank. That doesn't seem that good. Enemies die while burning or frozen. There's a 5% chance per rank of spreading their status effect to nearby enemies. That could be kind of neat. Summon a glyph every 10 seconds. After a few seconds, the glyph explodes into 6 bullets that deal 10% damage. Reduce the time it takes to summon a glyph by 1 second per... That's interesting. I guess I'm probably gonna go with wild magic. I tend to take fire a lot, so that is probably the play. I don't have the points to do it right now anyway. We're done for this episode anyway. I think that was a solid 50 minutes. So I think it's about time that I pack it in. But we'll probably continue playing some of this. I want to at least take it until I get a win. Originally, I was like, we're just gonna play this until I get a win with every character and every weapon, and now I'm thinking that might not be a thing, just because I don't think I'm very good at the game. I swear to you, I'm not sick, by the way. I literally turned OBS on and I don't know, maybe I swallowed a piece of dust or something. It's just I've been just an annoying tickle in my throat ever since then. Yeah, I don't think I'm terribly good at this game, which is discourages me from potentially playing it more. I'm still having fun, but I think I will I think basically right now I feel like I'm still making progress because I'm still getting whatever these are called, souls, I'm going to assume, just judging by what the symbol looks like. As long as I'm buying runes, I still feel like I'm getting stronger, and I feel like I'm making progress. Once we get to a point where these are all... Once I have all of these, if I'm still, like, struggling to win, then that might be when I'm like, alright, we should probably pack this in soon. But I would like to get at least one win, just to be like, have some closure, I guess. And then maybe try some other weapons. Or other characters, I don't know. It might be a classic, it'll come down to how well the series does once it starts to air. I'm in another situation like I was with Mini Motorways, where I'm like, I think this is episode 4 or 5 or something, and the episode of the first 30, episode 0, is like, has not aired yet, and it's probably not going to air for like, I think 2 weeks? 3 weeks? 3 weeks, I think. So if I'm not careful, I'm going to already have, I'm going to be 8 episodes in, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll keep playing if the series does well, but I haven't started airing it, so I have no idea if it's going to do well or not. So I should probably slow it down a little bit. I should probably try to create a video series of something that I can start posting right away. Because, and again, this is another silly moment of, by the time this video airs, this will already be the case, but at the moment, I'm only airing 3 videos a week. I'm planning after my vacation to go up to 5 per week, because I've been recording enough stuff and I have enough different games that I'm interested in playing that I think pivoting to 5 episodes a week will be pretty easy to do. And then hopefully I'll start getting stuff out a little bit faster. Or not faster, but like, there won't be as big of a period between when I record it and when the episode goes live. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you everyone for watching. It was a lot of fun. I'm bad at the game, and that can be discouraging sometimes. It's very similar to Scourgebringer, where I had a lot of fun, but I was also like, God damn, this game's fucking hard. This isn't quite as hard. I think I'm just struggling to, like, grasp upgrades. I think I have a very linear way of looking at upgrades right now, and I need to have a more dynamic way of looking at them. Of being able to assess, like, here's something that I need, I should get this sooner rather than later. Like damage, for example. That one felt really good for a while, though, and then we kind of hit a wall eventually, and it was like, oh. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. It does help to let me know that I should continue making this content. And we'll be back with more of this soon, I think. I think we'll I would at least like to go for one win, if nothing else. So I would expect there to still be a couple more episodes. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys next time, wherever that may be. It'll be good to have you, regardless of what it is. So until then, take it easy.